Yeah, there's no question that he is and was greatly reviled both during his time in office and after it. Bear in mind that this is a man who took power in a coup d'etat in 1979, 1980, which was a time when South Koreans believed they were truly ready for democracy. They were starting to gain some prosperity, some political sophistication, and during this Seoul Spring, there was a belief that the country was on the right track. Chun Doo-hwan, this general, this Vietnam veteran, then came onto the scene and in a sort of creeping coup d'etat, he took over power in 1980. There were massive protests against what he was doing. This was not a popular move at all. And those were suppressed in Seoul and other cities. But in the southeast, in the town of Gwangju, which is a provincial capital, the citizens were not so easily cowed. They rose. There were pro-democracy protests. Chun reacted in a very military sort of manner. He deployed airborne rangers down to suppress these protests. The result was firing started, and a virtual week-long uprising took place in which about 250, 260 people were killed when the army eventually retook the city and re-established control. And the political stain on the South Korean conscience that the Gwangju uprising created never really went away. But Chun Doo-hwan, had sort of the luck of the devil. Firstly, he, during his 8 years as de facto president of Korea, escaped an extremely spectacular and bloody North Korean assassination attempt that killed 17 members of his government. And of course, after he left office, he escaped the death sentence. He escaped prison because in 1997, despite his sentence, he was given a presidential pardon in order to achieve national unity ahead of the Asian financial crisis, which was just hammering South Korea at that time. So a reviled figure, but also rather bizarrely a sort of lucky one, the luck of the devil. And I should add that he was this very, very bullish, very pugnacious kind of character who enjoyed pretty good health right up until his final months.